So around what is a licensing regulation, what is an organic regulation, how do you get yourself organic certified, or what is your alcoholic beverages, what is whiskey, when can you call it a whiskey?
Okay. So interesting, even Alcobev,
Alcobev has a regulation.
but again it comes under FSSAI.
Under FSSAI.
Interesting. You, as part of food safety, your company as well, Food Safety Works, you also educate or train people, or you also help them create standards. So what is the kind of trainings or work you do? And do you help startups as well to understand the regulation, etc.?
Right. So we do a lot of trainings. So we'll start with the mandatory one. Now FSSAI has this program called FOSTAC, which is a mandatory training for all food businesses. You do realize that there is not everybody working in the food factory needs to be a food technologist. So there has to be an awareness among every one of them. So FSSAI has created the FOSTAC program where every food business must have one certified food safety supervisor for every 25 food handlers. So that's a mandatory requirement. So we do those trainings. Apart from that, we have our catalog of trainings. So we do trainings around management systems, again, around ISO, FSSC, BRCGS. We have trainings that talk about lab testing, sampling, methodology, NABL accreditation. We have courses that talk about implementing, let's say, environmental monitoring systems or preservatives, safety about preservatives, about HACCP itself, food safety culture, implementing food safety culture, or how do you develop a culture of food safety, how do you measure them, competency management. We have a lot of trainings around regulatory, so around what is a licensing regulation, what is an organic regulation, how do you get yourself organic certified, or what is your alcoholic beverages, what is whiskey, when can you call it a whiskey?
So interesting, even
Alcobev has a regulation.
But again, it comes under FSSAI?
Under FSSAI.
Interesting,
So it will define what's a whiskey, how much level of percentage of alcohol it must have, what it can contain, what it cannot contain. That leads to some limitation in innovation. Of late, low alcohol beverages, they don't know where to fit them. So things like that happen, but there are things like that. So we do trainings around that. Pretty much nutraceutical regulation. What is a nutraceutical? What kind of licensing you will need for nutraceutical? And they are open to startups. We work with a lot of incubators where we do these awareness sessions in partnership with the incubators to make them aware about what is required of the licensing. A lot of people do not understand. We see umpteen cases where they do have a license, but their kind of business is not matching. The products that they have put on the license is not matching with what they are manufacturing. They are manufacturing things that they are still operating under registration when they really should not be operating under registration. So things like that are quite rampant, I think, primarily because the awareness, it's a very, very technical topic. Whether it is, let's say, which category does it fall under? So a lot of people are not aware, and they tend to outsource sometimes to the cheapest guy in town who does not understand the technical details either. So they do get them a license, but is it the right one? It's very often that you'll find a wrong one. So that's really the issue. But yeah, we do trainings around all of these topics, trying to increase awareness.